Alright guys, in this video, we are going to learn about column ordering. Sometimes you might want to change the column order to focus on the columns that the user might be more interested in. For that, you can use the use column order hook. I'm going to begin by creating a new file in the components folder. The file name is columnorder.js. I'll copy the code from the basic table and change the component name, column order. Now, let's see how to add the column order feature. Step 1, at the top, import use column order from React table. Pass it as an argument to the use table hook. So after the first object argument, use column order. This will give us access to a method called setColumnOrder. So let's destructure that from the table instance. To be able to call this method, let's add a button in our JSX. So I'm going to wrap our table with React fragment. And then right before the table tag, add a button. The text is change column order. And on click is going to be equal to change order. Now let's define this change order function. Change order is simply going to call the setColumnOrder function that we have destructured. The setColumnOrder function accepts an array as its argument, and that array is a list of column IDs in the order that you want the columns to appear in the UI. Now, what exactly is the ID of the columns we have defined? Well, it is the accessor property. With React table, you can either explicitly specify an ID property for each table, or you can choose to leave it out, in which case the accessor property is considered as the ID of that column. So we have ID as ID, first name, last name, date of birth, country, and phone. Let's use these string values and pass them into the setColumnOrder method in a different order. So back in columnorder.js, to the setColumnOrder function, I'm going to pass in the IDs. ID, first name, last name, phone, country, date of birth. If you observe, I have left the first three columns in the same order and changed the order of the last three columns. If you now save the file, include it in app.js, and head to the browser, you can see that by default, the order specified in columns.js file is the order of the columns in the table. At the top left, we also have a button to change the column order. I want you to focus on the last three columns since we have changed the order for only the last three columns. We have date of birth, country, and phone. If I click on the button, you can see that the order changed to phone, country, and then date of birth. As you can see, it's pretty straightforward to change the column order. What we have here in our example is a simple hard-coded list of IDs, but based on your application, you can create predefined column orders that are useful based on the user roles. Alright, in the next video, let's see how to show and hide columns. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.